What is going on, Queen City Reefers? I know, long time no see. For those that are new to this channel, my name is Dennis. I am here in North Carolina, Charlotte. So if you're wondering where the name of the channel came from, it came from the great city of Charlotte here in North Carolina, known as the Queen City. For those that have actually been subscribed for a while, yes, I've been gone for quite some time. I'll cut, to the chase. I just been busy. I mean, everybody tells you life, blah, blah, it's exactly what it is. Springtime is one of the most busiest times of the year for me with my kids because they play softball, they play baseball, they play soccer, they're in Boy Scouts. My daughter's in gymnastics too, so it's like we're running back and forth, and by the time I get home, it's just no energy. But I'm back, that's over, so you'll be seeing a lot more videos coming from this channel. So why don't we get started? Today's video really is about the red Sea Reefer E260 Max that you see right here on this side of me. This is the tank that I would kind of has been neglected, but kind of not. So I had two anemones in here, and I actually planned on growing them out. But then what happened was that I decided to put a Klein's butterfly in here because it was becoming a nuisance with Aptasia in there. And because of that, I decided to put this Aptasia eater, which is a Klein's butterfly. But yeah, it went after the anemones once it was done with the Aptasia. And it went to it was weird because the anemones were so large. I had two, one Colorado sunburst and another Chicago sunburst. They were so large that I was like, no way. And I went on vacation actually. My mom's 70th birthday was around the corner at that time, and I decided to fly to Dallas because she was flown from Central America to Dallas, where all my family's at. So yes, I am a native Texan and moved here to North Carolina back in 2017. So decided to go to Dallas. We were there for a while, came back to find out that there was no anemones in here. So I figured he ended up running out of Aptasia and went after the next best thing. My wife was feeding them. I also had an automatic feeder. It likes pellets, but it just had a taste for those anemones. Now recently I added some rock from a tank that I sold because I didn't want the rock to die, but I've changed my mind and we're gonna rescape this whole tank, and that tank in the rock in there is gonna go into a bucket because there's still Aptasia in there. He didn't get to all of it, and therefore I just want to get rid of it all and let it dry and eventually recycle it if I do end up doing another tank build. Before we move forward, I do want to say, if you end up enjoying this video, I really would appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you missed me, hit that like button. If you would like to see videos more often, hit that like button. And I'll definitely come out with more content. That being said, also there's other ways of helping this channel, and this is a self-plug. For those that don't know yet, I have actually launched a brand new website, queencityreefs.com. I'll put the link in the comments below, and I'll leave a discount code for y'all for those that want to purchase some corals from me. So if you want to support this channel, definitely head over to the website, and you'll find a lot of corals, a lot of beautiful corals, well taken care of. 90% of them being from my own homegrown corals, so they're actually homegrown. They're tank raised, they are tank acclimated, they are hardy, and so you're definitely be getting really well taken care of coral. And the other 10%, I do shop around and find some coral that I would like to have and then either grow out or sell, depending on what it is. Like Acanthophilias is one that I've been able to get my hands on, and so I'll post it for sale, of course. That being said, that's enough of my little self-plug. I know we're not here for that. We're here for the red Sea Reefer E260 Max, and let's get to it. I wanted to actually show you what it looks like right now, because in a minute we're going to rescape it. I've already done the rock. If you have not watched the shorts that I posted yesterday, there was a competition between my daughter and I on whose rockscape was best. And on the YouTube channel, everybody voted for hers. On the Facebook group, everybody voted for mine. Not everybody, but I got the most votes. That being said, we were gonna go with hers. We actually partnered up to put something together that we both liked. And it didn't end up being that either, because once you tear that apart, and I'm sure that a lot of you have experienced this, let me know if you haven't. If you're that good, then maybe I should hire you for an aquascape. But we tried to put it back together when I was gluing it the way that it was, and it came out completely different again. So it's now glued, and you'll see on one of the my shorts that I used the Nios reef cement with thin glue, and man, does that thing work wonders. It literally becomes rock hard within 2-3 seconds of spraying it. But there is a disclaimer: it creates fumes, and you have to be very careful with that. But I'll show you the rock here in a minute. Let me show you the tank, and that way you have a before and after. Here is the tank. For those that haven't seen it before, this is a Red Sea E260 Max back when they were partnered with AI. So this is not a new one. This is definitely a generation 1. And so therefore it has AI lights. The AI lights are still growing strong, and so I continue to use them. One little surprise though, I did mention that the butterfly ate the coral, so for sure I haven't been able to find the Colorado sunburst, but this is the Chicago sunburst. Although it doesn't look anything close to the colors that I had it before, my assumption is because it came out after I no longer had the butterfly in here, and I'm assuming it went into a little corner, it shriveled all the way up, it didn't get any light, so it was actually bleaching. But now that it feels safe, it's back out, and we don't have a butterfly here that will be eating it anymore. Instead, we have this Clarky clown, and it actually is a pair. You'll see that I have another one right over there. That's the female, this is the male. She's in jail right now because she started fighting with them. They paired up really well. They were fine as an enemy. Both of them were perfectly fine together. And then one day, which was last night, she decided to kick them out, and they were going at it really, really bad. To the point where I could see both of their breathing very, very hard, and I knew that if I left them in here like that, they would eventually kill each other. So I separated her since she seems to have been the aggressor, and I will be releasing her tonight when the lights are out, and hopefully maybe they can make up. He was actually a little while ago over by her, all the way into the other side of the corner, which normally I haven't seen. They normally stick to their enemy, but it seemed like he was pleading her to come back, and you know, he forgave her. And so, you know, I being the judge here, I've reduced her sentence to just until tonight, and we'll release her and keep an eye on him. Have y'all met the new members to our family? Yes, this is Charlotte, and this is George. And for those that don't know, Charlotte is named after the Queen Charlotte, and George is named after her husband, King George. And we have Maverick here, who is an amazing dog as well. All right, let's show you what we're here for. So this is the final scape that we came up with my daughter. And these are the areas that, excuse the mess here, we just actually ate lunch. These are the areas that I put the cement and the glue. And I mean, literally, I can pick any of these up. These are 3 pieces. And look at this. 3 pieces, and how actual hard they are, to the point they don't break. And so they'll be a lot better in water. I wanted to give it at least 12-hour period before I put them in there. And that's been since we did it last night. So it's been over 12 hours actually. So we'll be actually removing all the rock in there and replacing it with this scape right here. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And through the magic of YouTube, here you have it. Now the water's cloudy because I mixed up the sand a lot, and I cleaned the back so you can see that there's no buildup of any coralline or algae on the back wall. But that will soon change, since these rocks will have to go through the cycle again, being that it's all new. I'm hoping that because I kept the sand and it's been established that, you know, it won't go through that harsh of a ugly stage, but we will definitely see. So that being said, the only thing you'll find in here is the one Colorado sunburst anemone that I found through the rubble, and of course my blue carpet anemone that I was going to end up setting on the website, but I noticed that these Clarky clowns ended up hosting it, and so far they're doing good. So I released her from prison. I said I was going to wait till nighttime, but I decided to do it now since I needed to escape the tank. And you'll notice that right now the boy is out of it, but it doesn't seem like they've been fighting as bad as they were earlier, so I'll just keep an eye on them. That being said, I also kind of misjudged the tallness of the tank, because you can see that there's a lot of space up here, and it doesn't actually go that tall. I don't know if I like it like this or not yet. I'll decide sometime in the future. I guess if I'm gonna grow SPS here, then it won't matter, because the SPS should grow up and take over all that void space. But I'm not sure, because I'm also thinking I might make yet another LPS tank. I was thinking, here's a sneak peek of the other LPS tank, the 40 gallon. I was thinking of maybe moving all the torches to this end and making it a primarily torch tank. Not sure yet. I will keep y'all posted. But you know, I didn't want to wait a whole day, because I wanted to put out the video tonight until this tank cleared up. But I think you get the gist of it, and I think honestly it turned out pretty good. It wasn't the Scape that y'all voted for, nor was it the final one that I said it was going to be the final one, because again, to put it back together after tearing it apart to glue it, I just couldn't remember how the hell I had put it together. So I decided to just get as close as possible, and the goal was really to have plenty of areas to put coral on. As you can see, plenty of flat surfaces. And then I'm not sure if I'll keep either of these anemones here. Not sure yet. They might get moved, but for now they're doing good in this tank, and I figured I wouldn't move them. I might move this one to 310 mega matrix and keep it on its own rock. I have been able to be successful with just keeping it on a rock away from other rocks, and they will definitely stay on there and split on there. And when I need to, get them out, I can just take the rock out itself. All right, well, here I leave you with this tank here. I hope you ended up liking this episode. Again, if you did, please make sure to consider subscribing. Please make sure to hit that like button. It helps a lot. And again, if you're interested in any of the corals that I have for sale, you will find my inventory on queencityreefs.com. Please visit our site. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave a comment on the comment box below. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.